Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the other apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing the gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Lord, will live upon all your houses. Amen. So, I got this article right here, man. And it says, Bank of America says the U.S. CBDC is inevitable, right? And, hey, man, as it says, matter of fact, let me grab it real quick. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right, man? And we know that, his devices goes into his evil purpose. And I got that pulled up right here. Just to go back to, show you right there, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. And we go down to the vices, and that's the Strong's G 3540, and it says right here, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, right, man? And Esau Edom's, his evil purpose behind his CBDCs is going into what? This Charagma, man, which it says right here, Bank of America says U.S. CBDC is inevitable, right? And I want to grab that word inevitable. Before we really get into this article, it says right here, unavoidable, right? It says incapable of being avoided or prevented, right? And we know that this CBDC is ultimately going to lead into that digital oil, because this is, the CBDC stands for central bank digital currencies, right? So that means what? That this cash has to be ruled out, and there has to be a new form of, having to dish out and to receive payment, man, which again is going to lead to that digital oil, man, which again is going to correspond with this, these CBDCs, man, which again is inevitable, because according to the prophecy, this is what's to come to pass, man. I'll start with Habakkuk, the second chapter, Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision, that vision goes into prophecy, right? So the prophecy that we're talking about is the Charagma, right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And we're seeing, that buildup of when, that time is, right, man? If you have a, if you have a game, or whatever, basketball, football game at let's say 1 o'clock, and well, guess what, what are you doing, man? You're practicing, you're doing running little drills real quick until that time. And when that time comes, the game is going to start. Right, so that's the time that we're in. We're in the time of these drills being ran. We're in the time of that warm up, the warm up before the actual game starts, man. It says for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And we're at the end. We're at the end where this vision, this prophecy is starting to speak, man. These people are starting to create. This Charagma, back in Sweden, they created the Charagma, and they started to push it, having chipping parties and so on and so forth, and now they're connecting, your digital passport, as well as your 19 passport, as well as your Icky Vicky status to this Charagma, and ruling out the 5G network, which this Charagma works on, and now they're shutting down these banking systems, or shutting down, the physical banking system, and opening up, new digital banking doors, man. So we're in that time where everything's starting to speak, man. You can see it. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? And again, this is talking about the Charagma, right? So let's go to Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a thing in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And we got the little rice grain, as well as you got Elon Musk doing his human trials with his brain chip, man. So we got both of them, man, being ruled out right now, being tested. We're in the warm up stage, man, before the actual game starts, right? So this is the time that we're in. This is that prophecy that is to come to pass, man. This is the prophecy that we're talking about, man. And again, reading this article shows you that Esau Edom is making the necessary moves in order to rule out this Charagma, man. And before I get into this is another step, on why it's inevitable, because it says right here, it says record number of U.S. banks shutting down in 2021. It says American banks have been closing branches in record numbers, right? The American banking system has been a major part of the U.S. economy. However, a record number of branches closed their doors last year, right? So they're physical doors, man. People coming in and out, doing, opening up an account or this and the third, which really now you can open up an account, online, you know. But they're closing those physical doors, man, making it to where less people are going to, come in and do their banking system, which means what? They have to open up more digital doors, man, It says closed their doors last year. In 2021, nearly 4,000 retail units were closed, right? So these buildings, these branches, man. It says while 1,000 new openings. This brings it to a net of 2,927 branches being closed, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot of banking branches being closed, and it tells you right here in 2021, Wells Fargo shut down 267 branches. It says the most among all banks. Meanwhile, J.P. Morgan, Chase, and opened the most branches, right? So there's banks opening up, and there's banks that are closing, and just speculation. Me speaking as a man, I believe that these banks that are closing down are the ones that aren't necessarily equipped or are not getting on the same page as setting up these CBDCs and so on and so forth, man. And the ones that are opening up, they're the ones that are the most equipped, the most advanced, and stuff like that. The most trusted, because Wells Fargo has a history of having issues with their banking and stuff like that, man. So Chase has to be, the most trusted and the one that's most equipped to get with the program, man. But that's all I want to get with that. That's why it's becoming, inevitable, because you have that physical, face of the branches shutting down, while that digital side of the digital side of these banking systems is opening up more and more. That's why it's inevitable, man. And I grab that word inevitable. It says unavoidable, man. This is unavoidable. It says the Bank of America, because you also going back into it, you can't stop prophecy, man. Prophecy is inevitable, and again, this is part of prophecy. For that digital oil, coined by our beloved Elder Apostle Tahar, digital oil has to be ruled out, which is the Charagma, man. Revelations 13 and 15. It's like 13 and 16. As we just read, this is part of prophecy, man. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So I mean, it's gonna hit its appointed time, man. And again, we're seeing that build up, the warm ups, the creation, like setting up the game, setting up the field, this, that, and the third, getting the refs ready, getting the concession stand ready, whatever it may be, man. Everything's getting ready. We're in that time of the players doing their warm ups, man, getting that warm up talk going in, yeah, right before the big game. It says the Bank of America has said a digital currency in the U.S. is inevitable and might occur sometime between 2025 and 2030, which, hey, it's coming. We're already in the time where it's starting to build up, man. The game's starting soon. There's no way that it can take another 3 to 8 years to actually spring forth, man. We know it's gonna spring forth here in the next few months, if anything, man. They already got their 5G rolled out. They got this these chips connected to that 5G. They're already getting your Icky Vicky status and your 19 passport connected to it. So the next thing is to get your banking system connected to it. And that's why they're working on the banking systems now, right? It says strategists Alkesh Shah and Andrew Moss said the idea of a CBDC is an inevitable evolution of today's electronic currencies, right? Because everything is moving to the IoT, the Internet of Things. As they said in a recent report that the digital currency use from private entities will probably keep growing. In a paper last week, the Fed discussed developing its own digital coin. It said there wasn't any concrete plans yet, and that it didn't want to go forward with support from the White House and Congress, right? And they're trying to ease it in there, man. They're saying, oh, we don't have any plans yet, but we have a plan to roll it out. It's kind of like ass backwards, man. They don't want to sit there, because you people can't handle, these people out here, they can't handle something being sprung forth on them super fast, so they have to sit there and act like they're rolling it out slow, when in reality, hey, shit's speeding up, man. You got like if you put a frog in hot boiling water, what's gonna happen? That frog is gonna feel it and jump out, man. But if you put a frog in cold water, not icy cold, but lukewarm or temperature water, and you start to turn the heat up slowly, he's not going to feel that change. He's going to get used to it, and then he's just ultimately going to be overtaken by the heat and die. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to slowly in a timely manner, get this, you people used to what's going on, man. And eventually you people are just gonna go with it, man. It says there could be several benefits, the Fed said. It could help expedite cross-border payments, but there could be risks too, such as the runs on financial firms and less deposits in the banking system, which they're not worried about that, man. It says right now there is no actual U.S. CBDC, and so stablecoin will likely keep flourishing for now. Analysts say they expect stablecoin adoption and use for payments to increase significantly over the next several years as financial institutions explore digital asset custody and trading solutions as the payments companies incorporate blockchain technology into their platforms. Which again, we're seeing this happen. You go and you look at the major payment blockchain company, which is Visa, which everybody damn near has a Visa card, a Visa debit card, or Visa credit card, or whatever it may be in their wallet, and we're talking about majority of the people in the world have a Visa card, man, and this company is starting to, lean towards, creating a blockchain system that everybody, all the banking systems in the world can use, So we're seeing that. It says payments were recently in the Biden administration might also be close to a statement on a full strategy regarding crypto. The administration is reportedly working on an executive order which could offer an extensive government strategy on the digital coins. It says the report came from the unnamed sources. It said the government could direct federal agencies as early as February on determining the risk and opportunities of crypto. So they're talking about 2025, but in reality, they're already starting to, talk about it. They already have a plan to talk about it, see how it's going on, and then they're gonna, once everything looks good, they're gonna force it out. They're gonna put it out there, man. They're gonna shut down everything, which we're already starting to see that too. Because again, we're not ignorant of their devices. They shut down the supply chain to cause inflation, which will ultimately get rid of the dollar. It will make the dollar obsolete, which means what? That there's only one option left, which is to go what? To go digital. Which is, it's in their words, man, it makes it to where it's, no inflation can happen. It's basically what they're gonna try and say. Going digital will prevent inflation, this, that, and the third. Try to make it seem as good as possible, man. And then once you people get on there, now you're fucked, man. This is the whole plan, man. But we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. There's an evil purpose behind it, man. It's to get you all on the same page as the New World Order. It says right here, the plan would see the White House playing a key role in policies to regulate crypto. The ex-DOJ Assistant Attorney General Makandel Harim said last week that crypto should be regulated, writing in the Wall Street Journal. He said blockchain applications handled correctly could transform the economy, right? And this is what we're seeing, man. We're seeing the transformation of this economy, moving from physical to digital, man. And soon, they're gonna rule out that Charagma, man. They already have it ruled out. They're already talking about it, but soon they're gonna actually connect it to the bank systems and start taking away your people's ability to buy and sell. This is what it's coming down to, man. We read it. Matter of fact, let's go back and read it again. This is Revelations 13. We'll pop up real quick. Revelations 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond." This is talking about everybody, man. From the very top all the way to the very bottom, man. It says he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a thing in their right hand or in their forehead. And really, it doesn't matter where you get it. You can get it in your right hand, your left hand, your butt, your ankle, your elbow, your shoulder. It don't matter where you get it. But this is what they want you to get, man. It says, "And that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the thing or the name of the beast or the number of his name," right? So you're not going to be able to be a part of this system unless you have, this Charagma, man. And for those that, are in the know, man, they don't take it, man, because Revelations 14 and verse 9 through 11, basically tells you that you're going to be destroyed, man. I'll read in Revelations 14 and 9, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his thing in his forehead or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image and who receiveth the thing of his name, right, man? So don't take it, man. Don't even take the icky vicky, man, because for those that most likely receive that icky vicky, you're most likely going to take the charagma, man. So don't even take it. Don't take none of it. Stay away from it. Keep your eyes open. Keep paying attention, man. Walking circumspectly. We're almost out of here, man, because we're starting to see the build up and the rule out of this, the charagma, man. These CBDCs, which again lead unto the charagma, man. So that I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Al Shah. I want to say shalom to the next time.